Nick, today, Broncos insider Mike Kliss, I don't want to say that he gave groundbreaking news because I think that would be a little over dramatic, but he revealed something regarding the Broncos head coaching search. And that something is that John Elway and Joe Ellis have been involved, but involved from afar. Does that make any sense? I mean, what do you make of Mike Kliss's tweet?
Yeah. I guess just let's take it direct quote here. Team CEO Joe Ellis, advisor John Elway observed most of the interviews via Zoom and were available for cues near the end. Agent source meant something that the big guys were in there for the Broncos. To me, I think this is probably best case scenario. These are guys that can answer some questions about the organization and be somebody that Peyton maybe doesn't know exactly how things have worked in Denver and Dove Valley. Sans the ownership. So these guys, Elway working in operations and Joe Ellis can answer it. But I won't, I mean, I'm not going to tell anybody in Broncos country that if they get some bad vibes from Joe Ellis and John Elway, crowding into those rooms, I do too a little bit. It concerns me, especially talking about last year. George Payton, felt like, I know John Elway and Drew Lock to give another shot last year. I want George Payton to go in with outside any influence for owing Joe Ellis or John Elway anything. Go out there and make the Denver Broncos better. So it does make me a little bit concerned with those guys being a part of the interviews.
Yeah, and speaking of that, before we get over to Peter real quick, Mike Kliss had to clarify some things regarding that tweet. So per Mike Kliss, at Mike Kliss, to be clear, this is Peyton's deal. Ellis/Elway are Zoom observers. Only made sense to have Ellis available in case candidates had questions about pending ownership transition. Peyton has full authority to pick the next Broncos head coach. So, wondering what's going on with Joe Ellis. When is he going to announce what's going on with the team now that the Kaiser lawsuit has been squashed? I expect him to talk soon, as it's the only thing that makes sense. But come on, man. Head coaching candidates are going to wonder about the ownership. Yeah, they might wonder, but it's not going to keep them from ultimately accepting a position with the Denver Broncos.